Happy Thursday, guys. Happy September 11th. I'm not going to say much because I'm just going to regurgitate what's already been said by a million people, including Mikey Pipes. I'll be real brief about that. Then we'll get on with the things I'm doing today. So, what happened yesterday was complete nonsense, disgusting, and I'll leave it at that. I'm sure you guys probably know what I think about that. Another thing that people aren't mentioning that they should be is the school shooting also that happened in Colorado, where there's 3 teenagers that were critically wounded. So that needs to be talked about as well. And of course, all the people that were lost on this fateful day 24 years ago. So I just want to give my 2 cents. I'm not going to get into a big long spiel. That's it. So today I'm just going to do a little grab bag for you. I got a couple projects coming up. One of them starting Monday. It's a heat pump at the Motel 6 in a little town called Madras, which is about 20 minutes up the road. And then I'm working in conjunction with a realtor right now. I went out and did an inspection on this house, which I didn't get video from yesterday because there was a bunch of kids running around. But I found a bunch of stuff wrong. I'm going to go over that with you with the proposal I sent them today. And hope you enjoy it. You know, if I can help any of you guys that are just starting out to fine-tune and tweak the proposals that you put out to your potential clients, I'm here to help. I think mine's a pretty comprehensive proposal that covers everything and is a pretty good template. If you want the template, I'm happy to get your email and I can send a template to you. So feel free to put your logo on it and you know, edit it however you want and use it. I don't care at all. I'd love to be able to do that for you. So oh, and then yeah, just some other grab bag stuff around the shop. I'm not gonna bore you too much. I'm just here kind of chilling out. Trying to get some more installation work, trying to get more service work. You know, these shoulder seasons can be a bear, but you know, I don't think it's going to stay this way for long. I think you know, being an HVAC and residential, mainly retrofit, there, you know, you can say shoulder season, but it's really not a shoulder season. If you're good, you're going to be busy all the time. And you know, when I say I'm not busy, it means you know, I didn't do anything for a couple days, but yeah, it's gonna stay. The economy's gonna be just fine. Everything. It's you know, I hate this Chicken Little talk that people have where they think the sky is falling. It's not falling. Everything's gonna turn out okay in the long run, and the cream always rises to the top. So keep your head up and just know that things are gonna be okay. So I'll quit my preaching stuff here. Enjoy today's video. Alright guys, we're just going to do a little grab bag of things going on today. So let me show you the job I'll be doing on Monday. It'll probably take me 2 days because I'll have to go out there and do tear out and then build some sheet metal. So I got another 454B system going in. It's a Bosch. It's a BIVA 24RXB M15X. So it's the 454B 2-ton 15 SEER system. This is just the air handler. I had them deliver the heat pump straight out to the project. It's a Motel 6. It's the living quarters that are behind the front office. So every time I do one of these, a 20 by 20 F100 goes on it. They fit perfect right on top. I got my line set here. It's a 50-foot 3/4 by 3/8. Bosch does not allow you to do 5/8, 3/8 on theirs. Has to be 3/4, 3/8. The existing line set that is there is up sheetrocked in, but it's 5/8, 3/8. So I have to redo the line set. I'll figure it out. So yeah, that's Monday's starting project. And then let me show you something else over here. And let me give you a demonstration of this Milwaukee M18 pump here. So it's pretty nice. So every couple of days my this tire goes down, so I gotta get out to Schwab. Every time I drive by Les Schwab, they're so busy I just don't want to stop, but I gotta get this tire patched. But all you do is you turn it on here and then you dial in what you want. I put it at 70 because that's what this requires on the rear here. So 70 psi, and then you take your nozzle, screw her in, and you'll see I'm only at 20, so it dropped 50 in 2 days. So yeah, I gotta go get this fixed. But you just turn it on. Step away for a second. So let me show you how fast that thing pumps up. That thing is a workhorse. So it started at 20. I'll be back in about 30 seconds and I'll show you where it's at. Alright, it's been about 30 seconds. That's pretty good. 6.5 PSI in about 30 seconds is pretty damn good. I can pump that thing up in a few minutes. So yeah, that's a good pump. Another thing I'm going to show you, I want to show you guys my my last couple of proposals I made for this system, and then the next one I'll be doing will be down in Bend, Oregon. That'll be another heat pump system, but that one's going to be a run true. Let's go over that, and I'm going to show you some things how I conduct business with my proposals, and show you how I do that and how I put those together. That should be done in a second, and then we'll head to the laptop. Check this out, guys. Took about 5 minutes to go from 20 to 70 PSI on my big old honking tires on my truck. And you push the button. She didn't lose 1 bar. This thing is badass. It really is, especially with a 12 amp battery. I think I'm in love. Alright, so this is the job I just showed you for the Motel 6. I just want to go over with you guys again how I put my proposals together and how I talk to my customers. So let's do the rundown. So this is what my proposal looks like. Very simple. It's got my all my pertinent information on it. So this was for the hotel manager, so I just put his name, Motel 6, Madras, Oregon 97741. Proposal of work. I gave him option of the high efficiency heat pump system. So this was that that Bosch 2-ton 15 SEER I showed you. So it'll have remove and dispose of existing heat pump, air handler, refrigerant lines, and necessary ductwork and accessories. Supply and install new Bosch high efficiency heat pump system, and then I always give them the heat pump model numbers, air handler model numbers, showing that it comes with 10 kW heat strips. Some guy made a comment that I said K-dub, and he goes, never trust a technician that says K-dub. I'm like, dude, it's kilowatts, shut up. A Honeywell Focus Pro thermostat. He'll just get the basic one, not the Wi-Fi, and then that 20x20 F100 media air cleaner. And it's kind of good I did do these videos because I forgot to order up the heat pump pad for this job, so I'll have to have them bring that out to me either tomorrow or Monday when I'm out there. I don't know why that says land there. It's not supposed to say that. Includes all necessary refrigerant piping work, condensate piping, low voltage, not land, low voltage. Includes mechanical permit, system commission using manufacturer's guidelines and proper industry standards, 10-year parts warranty, 2-year labor warranty noted below. There's my price. A little lower than I would like to have done it for, but I get pretty good pricing. I get the best pricing actually on the Bosch stuff. And then option 2, this is what I gave him for 3-zone Bosch ductless. And you know, right now, since everybody's been so tight with their money, I'm not really doing a good, better, best right now. I'm just giving them the best possible deal I can give. And I know I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably do a good, better, best every time. But for a motel, I'm definitely not going to. So I'm kind of taking that on a case-by-case basis. So let's go over this next one here. So yeah, option 2, 3-zone Bosch ductless system. Remove and dispose of existing heat pump, air handler, refrigerant lines, and necessary ductwork and accessories. Cap supply and return plenum, because obviously there's not going to be anything there anymore, so we cap those ducts. Supply and install a new 3-zone Bosch ductless system. Bosch heat pump, the model number, and then a Bosch 12K for living space, and then a 6K for each of the 2 small bedrooms. Includes all necessary refrigerant piping work, condensate piping, communication wire, and line height. Includes mechanical permit, blah blah blah, same as above. And that was a little more expensive for me. My parts were a little bit more. Warranty, seat and heating and AC, provides a 2-year labor warranty on all equipment purchased from our company. Now here's their terms and conditions. Now this I've been using this for a long time, and I'll probably cliff note it here, but I'll give you the finer details. This basically is telling them that it's valid for 21 days. I'm only doing 3 weeks right now. I usually do 30 days, but right now I'm just giving 3 weeks because some of the stuff's a little scarcer than I'd like, and I don't want it to be gone if they decide they don't want to sign within 21 days. I can withdraw it at any time. Seat heating and AC guarantees our workmanship for the life of the equipment. So basically, you know, small stuff. Nobody ever calls me for this because it's usually, you know, the insulation coming loose or something simple. Or, you know, if they bump it with their car or whatever, I'm not coming out. But you know what I mean. Basic craftsmanship that I will stand behind forever on my installations. Seat and heating and AC requires an original signed proposal before we begin the installation or repair. Any changes to the proposal must be in writing, signed by the client as well as a representative of my company. 50% down payment, including sales tax. We don't have sales tax here in Oregon, so that's not applicable. Is required to order the equipment. Remaining 50% balance is due upon system startup and testing. That's why, so it's important to put that in there, because if you don't, and there's going to be an inspection, which there always is. Everything's permitted and inspected. And a customer says, well, I want to wait till it gets inspected till I pay you. I go, look at the contract you signed. It says the remaining 50% balance is due upon system startup and testing. I'm not allowing a county or a city's jurisdiction to withhold the last 50% of my job. I'm not going to have them hold me hostage, because you know, they might come out and say, hey, you need to do this when it's a bunch of baloney, and here I am with you know, thousands of dollars held up. So not going to happen. Seat and heating and AC reserves the right to refer any overdue or unpaid accounts to a collection agency, blah blah blah. If you don't pay within a month, 30 days, I reserve the right to charge you a 2.5% late fee on unpaid balances, and people sign it, so I'm allowed to do it. So, you know, I want my payment in a timely manner. I'm a one-man band that relies on you know, income coming in after I'm complete. Otherwise, I'll go broke. We appreciate your business. Thank you for the opportunity to serve your home comfort needs. Respectfully submitted by me. I'll sign that, and then the customer on the other line will sign in date, and that concludes that proposal. Let me show you the other one here. So this is the one that I just put in today. So this is to that realty company. I went out on a service call yesterday, and I found a bunch of stuff wrong, so that system needs to get replaced. So what it is right now is an 80% gas furnace and AC. So let's go over this one in a second here. All right, so this one, like I said, they have an existing gas furnace and AC, so this is to convert. Actually, no, he has an existing, just a gas furnace, just an 80% gas furnace. So remove and dispose of the existing gas furnace. We're going to do a train run through heat pump and air handler. The rest of the stuff is pretty similar to the last one. We'll go over this one quicker. And then I also gave them the option if they wanted to do a dual fuel gas, but we would have to do a 90% efficient, 90 plus, because his vent pipe isn't really big enough. It actually is not big enough for the water heater and the furnace, having a furnace vent through a metal chimney. So they do a 90 plus furnace. We'll find a sidewall to pipe it out to and eliminate it from the metal chimney. And then also it'll be the same heat pump for this one, just with an evaporator coil instead of an air handler. I'm back to doing the Vision Pro thermostats for now, because when I'm converting a system like this, I probably don't have enough wires going into the wall, so you know, from the equipment to the thermostat. So I want to be able to use an equipment interface module, and this is the way to do it. And I'm not going to pay for the Prestige unless somebody wants something a little fancier, which they never request. They're usually fine with this. So that's all the same. And then on this job, so they had a bunch of issues, so I went out there and inspected everything yesterday. So this is the extras that are included. You can see the total reflects that. There's going to be a bunch of extra work. Repair existing return ductwork for proper airflow up to and including properly sized return grill. The return grill that was there is way too small, so I'm going to fix that. And then we're going to put the water heater onto the vent stack alone. You know, you got to be descriptive to these people. They won't understand what you're trying to do here. So, and I wrote a bunch of this in the email I sent them too. So the heat pump only system will not have venting. So That'll eliminate it into the actual vent stack that goes out the roof. And then the dual fuel system gas furnace would have a PVC vent pipe out of the sidewall of the home. Make sure all the duct in the garage is insulated properly for minimal heat loss and is of rigid sheet metal. They got some flex in the garage, which is a no-no in my book and is not code. And then inspection and repair, if needed, of supply ducting in the crawl space. Get out of here, fly. Flies are crazy right now. And I'll go down into the crawl space, inspect all it, make sure that there's nothing major that I see. The only thing I don't like is the layout of the duct, but not much I can do about that now. It's a split level home, and those are always crappy, because what they do is they run the duct through the crawl space, and then you run a wall stack up through the wall, and then, over the joist bay, over to the floor registers, which never works. Or even worse, they'll run them all the way up into the attic space and over, so they got to travel even further. These duct repairs are bid at worst case scenario, so I may be able to credit or reduce your total price once the job is complete. I put about $3 or $4 grand into all the duct fixes, so hopefully that covers it. It should. I'll cover my time and material or whatever. And then all that's the same stuff as the other one. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of my proposals here, how I put them together, and then just a couple of my upcoming projects that I'm going to be doing. This one's pretty much a slam dunk. The buyer's agent likes me. I've talked to the sellers. I had a long phone conversation with him this morning, and they agree with what I'm doing here, even though it's going to cost them money. They understand that I have to do my job and to make sure that I got my name on it now. I got to make sure everything's safe and functional. So that's what I do, and I got on these inspections. And if I don't ever hear from them, I didn't spend much time on this. I probably spent a half an hour. I'll get my trip charge from it. I'll throw an extra half an hour on that for my if I can speak, for my administrative time. And if they decide not to do anything, that's on them. Or if they try to get somebody to do it cheaper, that's on them. I will do it right, and I will I'll way overdo it, so they have a nice efficient system when they move into the house. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.